This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Huge surprise that we're 3 wide.
There are 3 grooves, a little bobble out of Ron Hornaday in the 9, that green truck on the outside.
Well, that was 3 wide. Let's see if we can make it 4 down here in turn 3. Turn 3's a lot sharper.
And around goes the 29. Ryan Blaney into the wall early.
Wow. Blaney was 3rd in the points coming in here.
A lot of damage to that Cooper Standard truck.
All was the checkered at Pocono. He only saw the green here, didn't make it another lap.
Looked like Bubba Wallace was going to the inside to try to make it 3 wide. Ryan had already committed to the inside of the racetrack, and he had to turn left to avoid Bubba Wallace and couldn't control it.
Wow, that's just such a surprise.
And Jennifer Jo Cobb in the 10 slow on the apron of this track. See if she can make her way all the way back around to pit road.
It's going to be difficult if she's not under power to get back to their caution is out now. They realize that she's not going to be able to get back around.
Oh, and around goes Max Gresham in the 8. He's going to collect the 98 of Johnny Sauter. Also in that, it looks like the 19.
No,
the 54 of Bubba Wallace is involved.
Boy, the tough luck continues for that 98 of Johnny Sauter.
That was just a tough break. Gresham in the 8 truck spun around, and there was nowhere for Bubba Wallace in that 54 or Johnny Sauter to go. All 3 of those guys running inside the top 10, 3rd, 4th, and 6th when the contact happened.
Well, a lot of damage to Johnny Sauter's Toyota.
Wow. Carolina Nut Company 98.
Just goes around coming off the turn.
Just got loose. The 19 of Joey Logano pulled up on the back bumper. He got loose, and Johnny had already come in. Johnny may have been able to avoid him by turning left, but Bubba Wallace was there with nowhere to go.
Yeah, Johnny had it woed up, and it looked like had a real shot at getting on the bottom.
Boy, Ryan Sieg does a nice job at 39 truck avoiding them. Another to victory lane yet, but what an outstanding job by Moffitt and that brand new team for Shiggy Hattori, that 16 Goodyear truck.
Oh, John West is around.
John West Townley in the 7, trying to stay out of the wall. He does. Now can everyone avoid him behind? They do.
And he avoids the wall. He was running in the 6th spot. We saw it earlier in this event almost spin around, and it got away from him that time. That looked a whole lot like what we saw Max Gresham do and collect some other trucks. So luckily, nobody hit Townley. He needs to be careful. That right rear tire is flat, and it could do a lot of damage to that truck if it blows out.
A couple drivers decided to go down pit road to avoid the sliding 7.
Which is perfectly okay to do.
Yep, as long as you decrease your speed on pit road.
You see, it just gets hung out. He's running all by himself. He does a great job keeping it out of the outside wall.
Stayed in the throttle until he got into the grass. Once again, Kyle Busch stays behind him.
We're 3/4 of the way through this race, and Miguel Paludo just ran his last lap faster than...
Oh, and around goes the 77. Armand Quiroga trying to hang on to it, trying to stay out of the inside wall. He'll kiss the wall with the back and then smash that right front into the wall as well.
That was
looked like he was going to save it, not get it on that inside wall. He was running in the 14th position.
That was he nearly kept that thing out of the wall, but just barely clipped it. A lot of damage to his body, and it looks like his suspension as well. You can see it's not tracking properly.
So the caution comes out for the 6th time.
Maybe making a late adjustment on the truck. Oh, wow. Just a classic example of getting loose down on the inside of another truck and driving it all the way to the end. You got to give Armand Quiroga a lot of credit there. He never gave up and almost kept it out of the wall.
Yeah, he turned it left right here to avoid driving that 24 truck of Brendan Newberry into the outside wall.
Trying to hang on to it, keep it out of the inside wall, just kisses it with the back of the front. 100, presented by Royal Purple. Out front, Kyle Busch looking for that elusive Michigan truck win. But the trucks on the move have been the 3 and the 17.
Yeah, the 17's been solid, but it's the debris on the racetrack.
Carcass of one of the tires came off. It's on the track. I'm guessing a caution will come out.
Yeah.
Sure enough, it came off of Brett Moffitt in the 16.
Well, that's heavy contact in the outside wall. That 16 truck, he hit the wall earlier in the race, overcome it, was running in the top 5, and then something happened again, got into the wall.
He might have cut that right front tire down.
How about a 7-lap shootout?
Yeah,
we're fixing to see. You can see up till he goes, maybe a right front flat, like you said, Phil. He had some damage to the right side, maybe eventually cut a tire for him, and this damage will do him in.
Yeah, the carcass is going to eventually come off that tire, and
Row 4, Joey Coulter, Joey Logano. Back in row 5, Dakota Armstrong and Matt Crafton. So side by side, Kyle Busch on the outside, Miguel Paludo on the inside. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway. 6 laps to go.
Great start by Paludo. He's able to stay wheel to wheel with Kyle Busch as they head toward turn 1. He's getting a push from his teammate, James Busher.
Got to get down here, not back off that throttle.
They stay door to door all the way through turns 1 and 2. Now down the backstretch. Paludo with a little bit of an advantage, but the momentum for the 51 of Kyle Busch gets him back out in front. Paludo trying to get help from his teammate James Busher, who goes all the way to the bottom of the track. The 62 of Brendan Gaughan comes up to challenge for the 2nd spot.
That's going to hurt Paludo. Gaughan's going to get by him. If he can't get in line, the whole world's going to go by him on the outside.
We saw that happen to Joey Logano a number of laps ago. Now Joey's fighting back. He's tucked in behind the 3 of Ty Dillon.
5 laps to go. Busch trying to check out on the field.
Oh, it's tough rowing down there where Paludo is. You can see him get loose. He's able to slide up the hill, but he doesn't have his momentum. There goes Busher to the inside. What will Dillon elect to do? He's going to push Paludo so that he can grab that spot away from the 31 truck of James Busher.
I think because he thinks the outside is the place to be. He doesn't want to get caught down in the inside.
What about our man Brendan Gaughan?
Here comes Brendan.
Won here 10 years ago, and he can taste victory.
Brendan Gaughan running 2nd has closed the gap now between he and Kyle Busch. 4 laps to go.
See those 3 trucks lined up on the outside trying to get by the 31 of James Busher. Paludo, the 32, the 3 of Dillon, and the 19 of Logano.
Down to the bottom of the track goes Kyle Busch in the 51, race leader. Brendan Gaughan at South Point, 62, running 2nd. Here comes the 31 of Busher. A great run. He's going to go to the bottom and battle for 2nd.
Oh, he gets a little bit loose.
Kyle Busch gets loose.
Kyle Busch gets loose. Here comes James Busher. 3 wide as they come out of turn number 4 for the lead. Busher has it now. Here comes the 32 of Paludo to the bottom of the track. He's 2nd as they cross the stripe. 3 laps to go.
Look at this big push that Ty Dillon is giving Kyle Busch. They're back on the back tailgate of Busher.
Here comes Kyle Busch once again. James Busher out in front. Kyle Busch runs 2nd.
James Busher, our defending champion, has not been to victory lane this year. Desperately wants to get there.
What a move he made up in turn 4. He went 3 wide and grabbed the lead late in the going.
Through turns 3 and 4, Kyle Busch right on the back bumper of that 31 of James Busher. Now to the high side he goes, trying to get the momentum back up. Even goes up into the gray area, above the groove. 2 to go now for James Busher.
This could be a lot like Daytona and Talladega in the sense, Phil, you get a bit of a gap and a push, an aerodynamic push. That might be what it takes to win. So as Busch falls back, that could be part of his plan. He's going to get a shove from Dillon. Could they shove right by Busher?
Here comes Ty Dillon in the 3. He's running 3rd. Joey Logano has made his way up into 4th. Big move out of line there for truck back in the 14th spot.
What about Joey Coulter?
This time, when they come back by the stripe, white flag will go in the air one more time around here in Michigan. Out in front, James Busher looking for his first win of 2013. White flag in the air one more time.
What does Kyle Busch have planned? Is Ty Dillon going to go with him?
Into turn number 1. Busher, Busch, 1 and 2.
I think James Busher was watching the mirror. He saw Kyle Busch turn to the bottom of the racetrack, and he came down.
Here comes the push. Kyle Busch getting a little bit of shove from Dillon. Dillon decides to go low.
They've dropped back. It's 4 truck lengths back from James Busher. Kyle Busch has finished this race 2nd 3 times.
You can take it from here.
Might not get it here. Coming out of turn number 4, his first win of 2013, your defending champion, James Busher wins at Michigan.
That was amazing. What a great move by James Busher. He put it on him up there in turn 4.
Thank you. Good job, bud. Oh, yeah.
One happy bunch down there.
That Ream Chevrolet will be going to victory lane for the first time in 2013. Trying to defend the championship.
We got this, guys.
And they start off the second half of the season in victory lane.
Give up, bud.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.